Welcome to this week's Q&A. We've got a great question from one of our viewers in San Francisco this week, and he's asking me about what he should do. He's purchased the property in Australia and he needs to transfer some funds. So his question is, look, we've seen the Australian dollar basically cave in against the US dollar over the last few weeks, and what should I do in terms of sending money? How far further will this go? So clearly it's difficult. No one has a crystal ball and you can't pick bottoms or tops in FX cycles very well. So if you do have a need to transfer some funds, and you're like, many Australian expats living and working around the world, you're getting paid in a different jurisdiction and a different currency. So if you're being paid in US dollars or Hong Kong dollars or Singapore dollars, it certainly does present, I think, somewhat of an opportunity at the moment to transfer those funds where, the Aussie dollar is sort of 64.5 cents against the US dollar. We've had a very strong jobs report in the US, 355,000 new jobs being added last month. So that's putting upward pressure onto the US dollar. It means that the Fed will likely push back their rate cuts somewhat. So all of those things will tend to favour a strengthening in the US dollar and allied currencies, and a relative weakening in the Australian dollar. So look, the best way to look at this, I always think, is to try and do a piecemeal or a systematic approach and transfer those funds in tranches. You might do it in 3 tranches, 5 tranches, whatever you feel comfortable with. But I think that's not a bad idea and potentially can give you some pretty good upside in relation to your medium outcomes in terms of the investment that you're purchasing. So look, if this interests you, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click like. And if you have any questions yourselves or have in a similar situation, please don't hesitate to reach out, email us or call us, and we'll have somebody contact you about your own particular set of circumstances. I'm Andrew Unterweger, and I'll see you at next week's Q&A.